Hi, my name's Amber, and this is my small group communications project. So just to jump straight into it, I chose to work on making a walking group. My vision for this was that I'm a pretty busy person, and I find myself not wanting to go out of the way to go to the gym. And just decided, well, it would be good to make a little group where we can hold each other accountable, we can create norms, we can have values, and we can have fun while, in the end, helping our mental health and our physical health, and also just starting to see exercise as more of a fun thing, and enjoying what we're doing. So that was my vision starting this. This was a little difficult to put together. I would say the hardest thing is working around people's schedules. Like I said, I'm a busy person, and the people in my group are also pretty busy, so having a time where we're all free was a little difficult. But we did work it out so that we could use this vision and in the end help our physical health, but also have fun while doing it. So one of the visions that brought me to this was that it was you don't see it very much. I see often people going to the gym together, but I just have never had the energy to do that. So I thought this would be really fun to do, not just for this project, but just for myself as well, so we can continue it outside this project. Our values in this were focused mainly at our physical health. We also have values of our mental health and everything that is in between that. I decided to make a little group with me, my mom, my boyfriend, and a couple of our friends, where we just got together and went on walks. We started pretty slow just to get into it, and bounced ideas off of each other. That's one thing that I've learned in this class, is that leadership is a good thing, but also bouncing off ideas in the group can also be very effective and helpful. So we had ideas bouncing around each other, where everyone felt heard and everyone's ideas were taken into consideration. And that, in the end, I feel like helped a lot because we were able to kind of decide where we wanted to go walking, like not just in one place every time. Some of the ideas were like a pretty trail, like around pretty scenery. And some other ideas were like to our favorite coffee shop, that kind of thing. So I'll insert some pictures from one of the trails and then one of the coffee shops. As you can see from those photos, those were just ideas that were bouncing around that in the end became very successful with our walking. Another was about our length of walk, because that's one thing that we all kind of had different ideas on. Mine wasn't as long starting off, but then some other people in the group were at different levels of athleticness, and so lengths were kind of bounced around, but we ended up starting with very short walks to get used to it. Connection inside this group was very important because if you're going to be around people, you kind of want to get along with them and understand what they're saying. So the connection that we all made during this was a very key aspect of it that made it all work together. This idea started as a very organic idea for me because I've always wanted to go to the gym with people, and something that some people may see as an individual kind of task, I see as more beneficial for me if it's done in a small group like this. although everyone's preferences are a little bit different. But I decided instead of going on walks on my own, because in the past that hasn't kept up very well, that I would decide to make it a group thing so we could all hold each other to it, while also not just working on our physical health and improving that. It improves our mental health as well with the active and being outside. And also just the connections that we make along the way. So every time we go walking, the group gets a little bit closer. One thing that I've definitely learned from reading the book in this class is that it's very important to take into consideration everyone in the group's ideas, but that it's also very important to have structure in the group. So I took that into my hands to create a structure, and I made a group chat for everyone to try to just keep everyone on the same page. So if something's not working, everyone would know. So it's an easy way for us all to communicate with each other about things that's not going well, things that are going well, things like ideas that they have that could improve what we're doing, like where we're walking to, how long we're walking, that kind of thing. This was one of my first times really taking a leadership role in something. I've had leadership roles before, but nothing that I created. So this was a very fun experience. Lots of challenges and obstacles that we had to go through to get it started, like who was going to be in it, when it was going to happen, all the little things that went into it. I would say were definitely challenging, but we overcame it, and now the walks are going a lot smoother. They're happening more often. We're really finding the time for it, which is one of the things that I was worried about in the beginning, that maybe not everyone had that vision. It has been a little difficult, but I'm very thankful for this presentation because I may have never started it without this little push, but I know I will be continuing it outside of this class. Thank you everyone for listening to my presentation. Yeah, thank you.